I've just arrived here at Peterborough train station and I'm about to undertake one of my train days. Now I undertake or use a train day 2 or 3, sometimes 4, maybe even 5 times a year when I want to be super productive. It's the day when I get all those little things that I've been putting off done, and secondly, I start working or completing big projects that I just never get to find the time to do. Generally speaking, there's 2 places where I work. One's in the office, which comes along with all the usual interruptions, the telephone going off, people popping in to ask questions, and all the sort of usual interruptions that you get in an office environment. And the second place is at home. And even though I have an home office and it's separate from the main house, there's still the domestic distractions of washing up needs doing, daytime TV, the postman turning up, the washing needs doing, and all those different domestic chores that you can easily distract yourself with when you don't want to. There's a car just turned up, that's why my face has gone red. All those different things that can distract you. So what I find useful about the train day is 2 things really. Well, 3 if I count the planning and the preparation that goes in before the day. So before the day, you come up with all sorts of things, or I come up with all sorts of things that I can use and do on the train. So it's a fantastic planning opportunity. But the 2 things that I was going to talk to you about was 1, the momentum of traveling somewhere. So I've got 3.25 hours, 3.5 hours on a train traveling somewhere, and that momentum of traveling somewhere helps me emotionally connect and be on a journey, and therefore, in my opinion, get more things done. And the second one is a physical thing. Once you're on the train, you cannot get off. So despite the fact that you might want to stop doing stuff and get up and go for a walk, once you're on the train doors are closed and you have to be on the train. So unless you read a newspaper or read a book, and I don't take one on the train with me to prevent that from happening, or you just want to sit there and stare out the window and watch the world go by, there is nothing to do but work. And therefore, even if you stop for a 10-minute break, or I stop for a 10-minute break, very quickly I'll want to get back on it. So the train's on the way in. I am now going to jump on the train and I'll catch up with you again in Edinburgh. So I've just arrived at Edinburgh station. The journey wasn't the easiest or the best. We got delayed, and also the Wi-Fi disappeared, which as it happened turned out to be a bit of a blessing in disguise, because it stopped the emails and all the other stuff that comes along with Wi-Fi. So I've done lots of things, written some blogs, many things, and also probably the most fundamental part is I have set the KPIs, the key performance indicators, that I am going to measure for next year. Now, this is the second part of the trip for me. I am now going to spend 2 hours before I catch the next train. I'm going to walk up Arthur's Seat. Walking is a bit of a passion of mine, and whilst I'm walking I'll be thinking and processing what I've done this morning, so when I get back on the train after lunch I will be able to continue working and look at things slightly afresh. I will see you at the top of Arthur's Mount. So here I am at the top of St Arthur's Seat, or even Arthur's Seat, having spent the last 45 minutes getting to the top, and whilst I catch my breath and admire the view, I'll just let you do the same. Of course, when you arrive at your destination, you don't have to climb to the top of a hill. You could spend the time sitting by a lake or walking at ground level, just thinking and contemplating about what it is that you want to achieve on the way back. And I've done the same. I've got all sorts of ideas now as to what I'm going to do when I get back down to Edinburgh station. Have a little bit of lunch, of course, and then get on the train and get working. So I will see you back in Peterborough. So I've just got back to Peterborough train station and I'm back in the car. It's been a long and tiring day, but for me, very productive. I've got lots of things done, as I always do. Blogs and website in particular today. I've made a real progress on a service that I want to deliver come February of next year, after the tax return season rush. So it's been a fantastic day, and I implore you, if you're at all interested in having a go yourself. Obviously, you've not got to go to Edinburgh. You can go anywhere from your local station, or a station that's reasonably local to you, to somewhere else, just as long as it's long enough in order to give you time to do some work. So I hope this video has inspired, challenged and supported you to be the best that you want to be. And as always, I would love to hear what action you take as a result of watching it.